So I just had something pretty interesting happen to me. I just got an email from a record label. More than music. So if you've been following... So yesterday I tried going to Stop and Shop and getting some supplies for make French onion soup, which Jamie was craving. I go inside the Stop and Shop, there was like actually 45 people online, and it probably would have been online for like a half an hour. And I was like, look, I love you, Jamie, but like we'll try. I was gonna go back out last night. It's a little too snowy. I was like, it's not worth it. So just dropped Jamie off at work at 7:15 in the morning, and I'm gonna see if Stop and Shop is actually open, and we're gonna try to get the supplies so I can make it tonight instead of last night. Yo, honestly, shopping at 7:15 in the morning is the perfect time because there's not a single soul in the store, and I have the whole store to myself compared to yesterday where there was hundreds of people in here. Saved myself a lot of time. I could do it at my own pace. Oh yeah, look at that outside. And I'd say we got a decent amount of snow today. What do you think? Oh, lovely. Home ownership. Gotta shovel this. Hey, look, Bullet. What's up, buddy? Yeah, checking out the snow, buddy? You got snow on your nose. What's that on your nose? Come on! Bullet. Come on, yeah, good, it's okay. Good boy. Question of the day is, am I the only one that gets hat hair like this? Fam, I am pumped, man. I am really, really pumped. Bullet is here, actually. We're both really pumped because I don't know if you can see this up there, but we were live streaming from the actual camera, my Sony a6400. Finally figured it out. HDMI capture card. Figured out how to get rid of the display. Yo, Hamilton reaction is gonna be sick. We're gonna have, even just going forward, just doing live streams is gonna be much more high quality. I mean, look at this guy. Look how clean and crisp we look right now. That is pretty wild. Oh snap. It's snowing again. Your boy already spent an hour shoveling. Checking out the snow, Bullet? Yeah? Okay, thanks. It's really funny how things change, man. So being a kid, you're like, oh, I can't wait for a snow day. I hope it snows, hope it snows, hope it snows. And then being an adult, it's like, I really hope it doesn't snow. I really hope it doesn't snow. Because as a kid, you play in the snow. As an adult, you have to, homeowner, as an adult homeowner, you have to clear the snow. And man, I want to hire somebody. I definitely, it's not my thing. Nah. All right, here we are, back to scheduling YouTube videos. Look, you guys know, while I really, really enjoy making these videos, I really, really dislike putting them in the scheduler. It's just so tedious and time consuming, and I'm gonna put on a show. I started watching the Wu-Tang show on Hulu. I don't know if you guys, like obviously Wu-Tang Clan has been around for a decent amount of time, but they created such a culture, like that you could just buy a Wu-Tang shirt everywhere. And just everybody, it's like a culture, and I don't understand the culture, so I'm watching it. I find it very interesting because I mean, a lot of it has to do with music, and I love that whole the person chasing their dreams kind of aspect to it. So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing more about this Wu-Tang stuff. As I said this morning, we're making some French onion soup today, so gotta go to the store, grabbing some Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. You need a dry wine, whatever is determined as a dry wine. Look at that, I forgot to put down the windshield wipers, but they're still stinking frozen solid. So honestly, I need to put some hot water on them before I go pick up Jamie tonight. Wine is funny, man, because of how subjective the flavor is. So there's one place that I go shop at, does like a special. They have all these different options, whether it be, 3 for 25, 3 for 21, 3 for 18, but I got the 3 for 10. Honestly, I'm cooking with the wine, and like, I don't think a $20 bottle of wine or a $10 bottle of wine or a $3 bottle of wine, when you're cooking it, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell the difference. And honestly, I don't know if I would even like a $20, $50, $30 bottle of wine compared to. So, you know what? $3 it is. Alright, so like what's the deal with $3 bottle of wine? Do you supposed to open it and let it breathe? So I just had something pretty interesting happen to me. I just got an email from a record label, and no, it was not reaching out to me to join the label, although I wish that actually, you know, I don't even say I wish, because honestly I don't think I'd ever join a label. I really like having full creative control over my music. I like to be able to release music when I want and how I want. So honestly, I don't know if I'd ever join a label, but a record label did reach out to me. I have been thinking about this idea for a long time. They reached out, they said that they really like my reaction videos, my breakdowns, and they want to talk about, like, you know, potentially working together for some of their artists. And I think that's pretty interesting because I had actually been thinking about this for a long time. I think it's a really cool business model, and I'm actually surprised that I haven't heard about more labels like reaching out to these reactors and these breakdown people, because honestly, I feel like if I were to release, so I've been thinking about this for a while, like I said, and if I had a label, or even as myself as a musician, what's up, buddy? As a musician, I would even myself as a musician, when I release a song, honestly, I'd want to get it out to all these reactors the day, or you know what, even give them early access a couple days early. Here's the album, here's the song, here's the EP, whatever the case is, a little early. But like, honestly, I personally think that these reactors and stuff are the modern day critics, you know, the modern day like movie critics or food reviewers, or, you know, it used to be in the newspaper. I guess there still are in the newspaper, but now they're just on YouTube. And I gotta say, I'm really surprised that these labels haven't like jumped on the bandwagon and like given these artists or given these channels the songs or the early, so that they could film it and then post it the day of, and then you're really just flooding the market more with your content. Not only is a big artist releasing a song, but they're also now, you know, say for example 100 channels breaks down their song. That's 100 times the fans are listening to that song in addition to it, you know? So, I don't know, I just think it's a cool marketing option, and I'm really impressed with this label. And I was looking at the label, I hadn't heard of the label before, but I was looking at the label, and there are some pretty decent artists that you guys would definitely know. I don't want to say the name of that label yet, just because, you know, just in case it doesn't work out or anything like that. But I was highly impressed, you know. If anything, I was thinking it might be some like small indie label with no-name bands on it. But I'm just impressed. Okay, Google, how do I make French onion soup? Okay, Google, how do I make French onion soup in the Instant Pot?
Let me know when you want to start cooking.
Alright, so I'm a little frustrated because I misread the instructions, or the directions were not clear, the recipe was not clear. So let me ask you a question. If it says that the prep time is 10 minutes and the cook time is 1 hour and 20 minutes and the total time is 1 hour and 30 minutes, what does that mean? I assumed it takes 10 minutes of prep. Since we're using an Instant Pot, then the hour 20 means that it's in the Instant Pot for 1 hour and 20, and then it's done in 1 hour and 30. Apparently not. Apparently it's 10 minutes of like cutting onions and 1 hour and 20 minutes of sauteing and putting the wine in and all this stuff. Like, I was expecting, okay, I'll start it, get it ready, and then go pick Jamie up, but apparently that is not the case. It's not the only reason I'm not super happy about it. Is I don't like reading recipes. I like looking at the ingredients and going from there and doing it myself. But when I have no clue how to cook something like this, I have to follow a recipe, and that's hard for me to do. Well, that was a close one. I almost just fell down all of my stairs in the front yard because it is completely a sheet of ice right now. Wonderful. Alright, so it's coming out pretty good, but it's a little bland. So I added a little more seasoning, and I'm actually sauteing wine right here. So I want more wine flavor, but I don't want the alcohol in it. I don't want the alcohol flavor. So I'm sauteing it to cook out the alcohol and then add the wine back into it. I think we need a little more wine.